This is the Podcave podcast from Florida. Here's Jason, Michelle, and Goose.
So we all got down here. I'm like utterly impressed of how we made it.
First of all,
Well, kind of with Jason.
there's always issues with Stu. I mean, he's always an issue.
Right.
Listen,
Well, not an issue, but
Let's just remind Goose. Let's remind everybody what happened on our last podcast at your house.
Right.
The last one at the end of the podcast. Goose said, "Hey, we're talking about what we were all doing," and Goose said, "I'm going down to Jason Taylor's golf tournament. He's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. It's a big thing." And Goose goes, "Why don't you guys come down? We'll do a podcast."
Yeah,
just like
why not?
that. You know, he's not big on details, but he's like, "Let's come down. We'll do a podcast."
Listen to me. That's all I
not
said.
big on details at all.
Jason called me 4,700 times. What time is it? Where are we going? Do I need to wear white socks? Do I have black
No.
You
socks?
guys
Or-
are night and day.
Yeah.
Your plans.
First of all, hold on a second. Let me just remind everybody.
You're right. You're absolutely right, Michelle. Because I just said
night and day.
we're all going to
He's
go.
so structured. You're so like,
But let me
whatever.
explain to you how this. So he said, "Yeah." So I said, "That's a great idea. Let's do this." And as soon as I started asking him questions, he got annoyed that I was asking questions about what we were going to do to get down there. Right?
Yeah. So I should have told you like the day before we were going to leave.
And you know what he says? Call my guy. Call my
oh
guy.
my God.
So I'm
And
like,
our
"Which
guy winds up coming down with us too, Dirk. Dirk's here.
Dirk. And I felt bad for Dirk because he goes, "Call Dirk." And I'm like, "Well, okay, what do you want me to say to Dirk?" So I called Dirk up, and Dirk just starts laughing like, "Hey, Dirk, Goose wanted me to call you because we want to come down to the Florida, blah, blah, blah." And Dirk's like, "Yeah, okay."
So Dirk calls me after you called him 12 times and he goes, I thought I was bad. This fucking guy called me 12 times already about
Yeah, you're
this.
exaggerating now. All right, a little bit.
about 10,
But
10
then
times.
you called me. Then you called me the next day, and you said, "Hey, I'm going to send you over a number. Call this guy." And that's my direction. That's all he told me.
And
And
when
when I started asking him, "Who's the guy I'm calling?"
Right,
And what
and
am
what
I
does he
calling him
do?
about?
Yeah.
Goose goes, "Why are you asking so many questions?" I'm like, "What? Am I just going to call
Just
a guy?
call the
What am I
fucking
calling
number,
the guy?
Jace. Call the number.
I did.
That's it.
I called the
How you
number.
doing? This is Jason.
Hi,
I
I'm
called the
Jason.
number.
Michelle.
Tony gave me.
I was
Listen, he calls the number. He goes, hey, how you doing? I don't know who this is. This is Jason Cameron. Yeah, Jace. Okay, you're leaving at this time. You're going on this plane.
Yeah,
all
not
done.
quite how it happened.
All
not
done.
quite how it happened. So I got Goose's person, who then got me the agent of Jason Taylor, who then got me the guy who handles the stuff at the Hard Rock here that we're at right now.
Okay.
So I was on the phone all day long trying to organize this, right? Which is cool. I don't mind. It's all good.
He has nothing
But we're
else to
here. Everybody's here. We all made it. We're all
He only
chilling.
has a dog. It's all he's got is a dog.
Oh, you got what?
You got a dog. You got a lot of time on your hands. Cat.
Just explain. I'm sorry, man. I was explaining how we got here, but we're here and we're chilling in your room right now.
Hey, wait, no. Don't like go and just like skip over everything, right? I
No,
just
we're
said, hey,
not skip over
listen,
anything.
why don't you guys come? We'll go and do a podcast. Stu, you have a mic?
I don't have a mic.
All right, here.
Go. Yeah, go ahead.
Stu, what did I say? I said, come on down. We'll do a podcast down
Yes.
in Florida. That's it.
I have 8 mics, yes. This is an impromptu, Dirk. Put the mic on Dirk so we can
Here,
hear what he
Dirk.
says.
Don't you have 8 fucking mics?
I do, but this is an impromptu. This is just a low-key, like,
That's it. This
few
is just
mics,
a,
yeah.
This is a small little piece.
This
so anyway,
is my setup that takes 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So let me just say this. So I went and I said, come on, we'll all go down. We'll do a couple podcasts. You guys come to Jason Taylor's golf tournament. And the next thing you know, I'm like, my son's wrestling. I got a lot of other things going on. And we get a jet. The jet picks you up, right? You're at the
Thank
airport.
you, Dirk, by the way. I want to thank Dirk.
Oh, Dirk. Yes.
Dirk,
Thank you.
Titan
Titan Aviation.
Titan Aviation, buddy.
Titan
Titan
Aviation.
It's Lear 60, right?
Lear 60.
Lear
Yep.
60. There you
Yep.
go.
Oh my God, it was such a good flight.
So, Dirk is no small guy. He's like 6'8", 4 and
Big boy.
a little bigger than me. A little bigger. He's about 3.
Maybe now, but maybe look at 5 years ago now.
So the whole thing was, we had a little issue with the plane that we had too much equipment. Michelle brought like 4 bags
We're here for 2 days.
of makeup and
By the
then
way.
2 bags of clothes.
Yes.
You're
and
saying we had a
shoes.
weight
Then
issue.
another
Yeah.
bag for shoes.
So we had some issues with the plane with all the stuff. So we went and got Stu a first class ticket down here. So we had to get him to the airport, and you guys came to Atlantic City to pick me up. And we went from Atlantic City. You guys went from Morristown to Atlantic City. Atlantic City. We flew down here. It was beautiful on a private jet.
Yeah.
The only thing that I'm bummed about not getting on the private jet was I missed out on all the coke.
Yeah, Well, we had Diet Coke for you.
Yeah.
I mean, so
it was a diet kind.
we'll take that. But you are going back on the jet because I'm not going back. The
You are
plane's
going
going back in 2 days.
It's funny because Goose called on the way to the to Morristown Airport. Goose calls me up and said, "Hey, Jay, you got to call Stu and tell him he's got to get on another plane because we have a weight issue." So Stu's got to go on the other plane. I'm like, why do I have to call him? Why don't you just, instead of calling me, why don't you just call
number.
Stu?
I talked to
sure, that's convenient. So I had to call Stu and say, Stu, we got a little problem.
What's your number, 7?
Stu's like, I'm only 10 minutes from Morristown Airport. I'm like, well, so am I, so I'll talk to you when we get there.
We got you Uber. We took care of it.
Listen, Dirk, you hooked him up. You got him a first-class ticket on what flight? Who'd you fly with?
United.
On United. I mean, you actually made out. You got your own little pod. He's never been in a pod before, this guy.
Well, he hasn't been on an airplane in 10 years.
Yeah, so tell us about your experience in the pod.
Why?
Last time I was in the airport, he got thrown out because he was shitting naked and somebody opened the door and thought he was whacking off in the bathroom.
I had no idea what this pod was all about for this first class seat. So I was just following the lead of the guy next to me. If he put his seat up or if he went into the bed mode, I was like, I'll go into the bed mode too.
What I'm really upset about, and you told us this at dinner, is it was free drinks. We were hoping, listen, we paid $350 for your flight one way. We were hoping you drank at least 400 in booze. And all you did was copying the guy next to you, and he was drinking water.
Yeah, I did have a Sprite. I did have a Sprite.
Don't you watch like TV? You know, on TV you get free pretzels, you get free drinks and shit. You didn't know that?
I was waiting for the offer of chicken or steak. They didn't offer me any food.
Under 4 hours.
Under 4 hours, right?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy, but
it was a great flight, though. Thank you.
So we got here, we got the rooms, everyone got situated in, we got dressed. We were an hour late to Jason Taylor's kickoff thing. Everybody got in, right? We had 9 guys with us, 9 people.
We all got in.
And
it was a great event.
Everything was awesome. Mm-hmm. We go and Jason Taylor's there. All the people are there. You know, shitloads of people and celebrities and the great band and dancers. A lot of beautiful people and Jason Taylor's hot and. And Michelle was really looking forward to meeting his sister. Mm-hmm. And what happened with that?
She was great. She was super sweet.
Got a picture with her.
She has a podcast.
Got a picture with her. She has a podcast also. She's great. I love her.
Yeah.
She was super nice too.
Yeah, that's cool. And then we were there for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then we had some sushi. And then we went around and we said, you know what, let's get this on while it's fresh in our minds. Let's get this and go upstairs. And Stu started. We called the butlers. They came up. They brought us a bunch of food.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm in the food. I'm eyeing the rest of this grilled cheese though. I don't know if
Michelle ordered 2 grilled cheese and ate a half.
Let's tick back a little bit because I looked. And you guys were just gone. You guys just disappeared. I didn't know where anybody went. I looked. And I'm like, where did Goose and everybody go? And Michelle, did you tell me?
Yeah.
Oh, they went back up to the room. They went to get something to eat. I'm like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
So then we decided, let's go back up to the room, man. We'll do this. Let's just kick off our podcast now.
Yeah, because I'm down here in Fort Lauderdale, and I have a restaurant down here with my partner from high school, from college, Joey Esposito. Joey's here with us right now. We're going to be eating at Cafe Seville probably tomorrow night. We're going to go over there and have. I'm going to treat you guys a little food and. After the golf tournament. So we have the golf tournament tomorrow. So this is going to be a. By
the way, what time does the golf tournament start?
They say 9, but it never really kicks off till 10:30. So we're going to go over about 11.
Perfect. Perfect.
We're going to get a little workout in the morning. We'll probably head over about 9:30, 9 o'clock. So.
All right. So here's what I'm thinking. Listen, I know that we've discussed this. We're trying to figure out when and where we can do the podcast, the Podcave. I'm thinking we're just going to wing it at this point, right?
Listen, we're winging this.
We're winging it now.
Of course,
we're winging it now.
This is perfect.
I feel like winging works for us. Like that's our,
unscheduled.
Yeah.
It'd be great to get it'd be great to get if we could Jason Taylor on real quick just to say something, or some of the guys that are going to be playing with you in the golf tournament tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we can do it at the golf course.
Well, Stu's going to be running around with we got a camera on Stu's head. We got one on each nipple.
Nipple cam.
Yeah. And we're going to go and give Stu like a mic, and he's going to go around and say, hey,
do you want me running around
The fun
tomorrow?
thing is, listen, everybody was dressed to the nines.
Oh, yes.
Okay? And no one told Stu.
Stu was the best dressed person there today.
No one told
I don't know
Stu
what
that
you're
you had to
talking
be
about
dressed
to
up.
me.
So Stu had I support zombies T-shirt.
T-shirt. His backwards
with at
hat,
least
of course.
12 stains on it. Okay, from different various foods. I smelled Indian food. I smelled Chinese.
Little Korean.
He had the hat, baseball hat on backwards, the jeans, the Nike shoes, and he just walked right in. We got him a bracelet. Troy got him a bracelet.
He was a little nervous. I actually, since we're staying in the same room, which I'm a little nervous about, because to be honest with you, after we had our conversation about Stu shitting naked, I'm thinking I can't get it out of my head now because we're sharing the bathroom. And I'm like, I don't even want to go in there. I don't want to go in there. But he was nervous. He wouldn't get in. So I said, why don't you just ask Goose if you could borrow one of his shirts? He didn't want to ask you. He was nervous.
Why didn't he ask me?
I don't know. He didn't want to ask you.
You were in the shower.
He's a very
giving guy. You got to get on the mic so he can hear you.
You can hear me. You were in the shower.
I was in the shower.
You were in the shower.
So I would have gave you another. Listen to me. I would have been disappointed if you got dressed up. Yeah. I mean, just because, hey, did you ever see...
it's not
what
you.
Was it? What was the John Belushi movie where Animal House, where they all go and say, when they all walk into the bar and the music just stops and everybody looks. When Jason walked into Jason Taylor's thing, all I was reminiscent about was, can we dance with your dates? I thought everybody was going to go.
He does sort of look like Flounder.
Yeah, everyone sort of like turned around. So that's Troy. Troy is also here. Troy came from Virginia Beach, and Troy usually comes to all these celebrity golf tournaments with me, so he didn't want to miss this one either. And say hello, Troy.
What's happening?
And Troy went and smuggled all the bracelets so we can get into this party. So
the last official Jason Taylor,
15 years. It was, I'll tell you what, pretty impressive.
Listen, I give the guy a lot of credit. I don't know him like you do.
He seems like a great guy.
Yeah,
you hear his
Goose, you know him better than anybody.
Very, very well.
Obviously, the guy, it means a lot to him what he does in this foundation, right? I mean,
and it's not like the foundation is closing down. It's just the golf part of it, and he's still going to have parties and do all kinds of fundraiser, and it's close to his heart. You know, when you're an athlete and you've had it pretty good, like Jason has and I had, and a lot of other guys, you know, you want to give back. And golf tournaments, guys always like playing golf, especially down here in South Florida. I mean, you know, you can't twist my arm too much for get me down here. But it's a great deal to go and give back and come down here, and they've, especially with the tragedies that they've had down here in the last couple of weeks with school shootings. Yeah. And he talked a little bit about that and brought it to everybody's attention. And he really spoke from the heart, and it was great. It was a great speech that he had, and I'm very happy to be supporting him, and we're supporting him with our, with the podcast.
Absolutely.
And so awesome.
Yeah.
Did you you come to this? You come to this pretty much every year.
Yeah, I probably missed like 3 years altogether out of the 15.
Wow.
So I've been here 12 times.
And he's come to yours?
Yes.
Always.
Yeah.
Always
that's
come
great,
to mine.
man.
Yep. And, Marino has them, and Jason and
Zach.
And, Zach Thomas and Bruce Smith. I mean, there's like a circuit.
But you guys all support each other. Which
all
is cool.
support each other. Yeah. Yep. And it's a great deal. And I don't know how the new, NFL, which I call it the new NFL, because it's a little different than when we played. But the guys, when I played, are pretty loyal to each other, and everybody, gets involved. But it's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah, but going down, it was funny when you see your reaction when Stu walked in with that T-shirt on. Because you turned around and just the look on your face, man.
I was trying to look. I was looking at everybody look at him, and then I was trying to walk away so he didn't come right over to me and give me a hug. And oh, that's Goose's fucking buddy with the fucking I support zombies. Stained T-shirt.
Stained T-shirt with the backwards cap on.
Yeah, we gotta get a picture of that. I mean, listen,
we've got
that is going to definitely be. We need that shirt.
That'll be like the main picture of
we should
our
frame
podcast.
it, right? We should frame it.
This episode.
When we get our studio one day.
Yeah. When we build our own studio someday. Yeah.
Forget us all dressed up. Him.
Yeah.
That'll be.
I support zombies.
But the funny part, even before that, was before going down to it, when he walked into the room initially, and he said, "Hey, Goose, what should I wear?" And Goose is like, collared shirt or something. I don't have collared shirts.
Yeah, that was funny.
I
mean, who goes on vacation and brings collared shirts? I'm with you.
Well, you had a collared shirt, but it had what on it? What was the collared shirt you had?
I didn't have a collared shirt.
I thought you had a collared shirt.
I didn't bring a collared shirt.
Yeah, he has a collared shirt that says, "I have a boner." But it was between that and I support zombies, so we went with the I support zombies.
The reason I wore the I support zombies is because it's got some color to it.
Yeah,
I figured we're in Florida. Let's get a little color,
absolutely.
Right?
I see the marinara. I see the cream sauce.
He obviously didn't see that.
Listen, if you're starving, find Jay Stu and you can suck on his shirt and at least get 200 calories. Okay, from all the stains.
Oh man, dude, you're too much, bro.
All right,
God.
so
That's good stuff, man. That's fun.
we're gonna go and we're gonna find a place to have a podcast, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Well,
we got
listen,
a couple-
I figured if you can wing it with anybody, you wing it with Goose because
Yeah.
Goose will figure something out.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
He'll be on. All of a
He
sudden,
always
Goose will go.
finds a
We'll do
way.
it right here. Set it up right here.
Yeah, that's all. This is a.
Yeah.
He's got a laptop. We got a little box there, a couple wires, and
box.
some mics. That's it.
We get your
That's all
box.
we need.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, listen. Hopefully, we got to get on the beach. Our next podcast is going to be from the beach. This is a short
beach would
podcast,
be
but
nice.
the next one's going to be on the beach.
Or the
Okay.
pool. I'm a little bummed we can't do it from the man cave that we built here because we do have a standing rule. We had a standing rule in man cave, so no matter what,
We can get in there.
anyone that we built,
I can get in
we
there.
could go back
get in.
anytime
If we need to,
want.
we can get in.
All right. Listen, if you can,
We're going to
make it
go
happen,
golf
it'll be
tomorrow. Stu's going to go around. He's going to meet. Well, first of all, I got to tell you one more thing. Stu came in. I go, hey, Stu, man. He goes, man, this is nice. I'm like, yeah. Did you see any athletes? He goes, there's athletes here. Yeah, Jason Taylor. He goes, who's he? He doesn't know one football.
doesn't know any of them.
Listen. Brett Favre and Tom Brady could be like
Standing right in front of him.
standing right next to him, and be like, "Hey, how you doing? Can I get a Jack and Coke?"
You might know Terry. You might know Terry Bradshaw, right?
I would know Terry, but meanwhile, who am I pointing out all over the walls?
Oh, he's all the musicians on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
He knows all
Pretty
that.
cool here. This is my first
Yeah.
time here.
Really?
It is cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it
I
is
like
cool.
it.
It is. It is.
Well, the other thing we got to figure out because Michelle being the only, it's a little weird. You're the only woman in the room, right?
Yeah, but
is-
it's not weird.
No, it's not weird in the way that
She's like a
we're all
dude.
friends here.
Yeah.
But what I'm
Come on,
saying
she
is,
hangs.
it's a little different than you hanging out with just all
Exactly.
females in the room, right?
Yeah, but
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's a lot more fun hanging out with dudes, right?
But she
Yeah.
wants to know. She brought some bathing suits, and she wanted us to help her figure out which
Which
bathing
one I should
suit
wear,
would
yeah.
one she's. We're happy to help out. You know what I mean?
Sure.
We'll do one Tuesday.
Stu's gonna get his "I Got a Boner" shirt.
Two piece and a one piece, huh?
We better get this grilled cheese out of here then, because
But it's true. Listen,
Not putting it
this
too
is
Eat,
funny.
eat the fucking grilled cheese. Come on. What are you at?
we got a whole table full of food here. But you
Jesus
brought this
Christ.
up. You made a comment to me I thought was funny when
Yeah.
you were talking about when you dress up.
Yeah.
You dress up not
To
so
impress
much to impress
girls.
the guys,
Right.
Because we're easy to impress.
Yeah.
Guys are easy to
oh,
impress.
like you guys are so easy. Just wear something tight. And
Exactly,
like
and
it.
we're good.
But like I had the high waisted pants on before, and he's like, "Are those back in style?" I'm like, "Yeah, they are." And like,
sucks.
I love these pants.
I
They
hate
don't look
high-waisted-
that great on
high-waisted
me,
pants.
but I think they're super.
Is that why
cute and they're
Stu's wearing
super
Zanza
trendy.
belts? Stu pulled his pants up so high, his waistline's almost hitting his titties. You got a mammal toe over there.
Stu's got the mom. Stu's got the
Stu's
mom
got a
pants.
yeast infection. Jesus Christ, Stu. Drop the pants a little bit, will you,
I
please?
think they need to bring back the low waisted pants, and that's it. That's all women should
Yeah,
be.
the
able
hip
to.
That was,
huggers?
like, Paris
Hip huggers.
Hilton era,
Hip
like
huggers, man. That's it.
2000,
That's all you should wear.
2001.
I don't
where-
care. I don't care.
Listen,
Bring
if your zipper
How
is
long ago
longer...
did my waisted pants go out, and then now they're
alright,
back
so
in.
I feel like a couple years back it was like mid-rise, like up a little more, and now it's like the high-waisted, like
pants.
80s
It's the
mom
pants, like
Make your
in
own
the
fucking
the mom
decisions.
jeans. So that's literally or the boyfriend jeans is what they call them in the stores.
Listen, when your zipper's 9 inches long, I mean, it's
Yeah.
fucking disgusting.
All right, every guy in the room. What do you think? Bring back the hip huggers.
Yeah, and girls shouldn't even have
Every
zippers
guy
that
shaking
long.
their head. Yeah, exactly.
Why do girls need zippers?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, don't need zippers.
It's
Overrated.
a fucking joke, right?
Yeah, overrated.
What buttons?
Frank
instead of
Zappi's
zippers?
here, too. He said they don't pee.
Yeah,
Here,
they're-
Frank.
All right, Frank.
What was that?
That's Frank. Say hello, Frank, to everybody.
Hello, guys.
And to put Joey, Dirk's there. Dirk said hello already. There you go. Joey Espo.
Good evening.
And Joey. And the restaurant's Cafe Seville down in Fort Lauderdale.
Is it Italian?
Cleveland Park.
No, it's Spanish.
Oh, Spanish.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And talk,
Spaniard.
hey, Goose, talk a little bit about Titan Aviation because you're a partner in this. What
Yeah,
is the,
no, Titan Aviation, man. We charter jets. We can get you from point A to point B. Very
In
economical. Yeah, I mean, in first class. I mean, in first
Yeah,
class
better than
service.
first class.
We do a lot of celebrities.
Yeah.
You know, we do Fetty Wap and Ray Lewis.
Fetty
and,
Wap,
you know,
that's such a funny name.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
Fetty
know.
Wap.
You know, he's a rapper.
Yeah,
a
no,
great guy, and we're doing a lot of people in the entertainment business, and it's.
But you've got three. You've got three of the what jets do you guys have? You got the.
we got Lear.
Dirk-
We got any jet you really need. We have Lear 60s.
No, but in your staple, you got what? Because you told. There you go. Thank you. The Challenger 300.
Yeah, the Challenger 300 and Lear 60.
And that's a nice,
but we can get, you want to go to Europe, wherever you want to go. And, what's crazy is we saw, a void in the system where, some of these people are really charging outrageous rates. And, we thought that we could go and do it better, and a more personalized thing where you call us and we take care of you, instead of just talking to a person you don't even know. So it's we're more hands on. We're beating the streets.
And it's Dirk, a question for you, man. So you've been doing this how long, Dirk? How long you been in this business?
2003.
Oh wow! So you've been around this a long time. So what's your favorite plane? What is your if you had an option to get whatever plane you wanted, what would you get?
Space shuttle.
Yeah, space shuttle.
You can't put it like that.
Well, all right,
Jason, you got to go. What's your favorite plane to fly to South Florida?
If you had your own private jet, what would you get? What plane would you get?
Falcon 900.
There you go. See, he knows.
Okay, yeah, but see, people don't understand. Let me tell you a little bit about flying. It's
gonna
what
tell you
your
why.
mission is, and correct me if I'm wrong, Troy. I mean,
Don't ever call me Troy.
He's not ready to be at that exalted level yet.
there you go, Dirk.
Yes, Goose.
What is? It's all about your mission, right? So if a person is flying to Chicago, or a person's flying
100%.
to Los Angeles, or a person's flying to Europe,
Yep.
you don't use the same plane for all three.
Mission specific.
It's mission specific, exactly. Like if you're going to South Florida from the Northeast, where we're based at Morristown Airport, and you're flying down to South Florida, you're flying within 1,800
also
miles.
depends how many people you're flying with.
Yeah, and how many people, and
How much you weigh.
how much you weigh. If you're a fat ass or you're a skinny person.
See, that's the number one. Dirk sent me a text and he goes, "I need your weight and I need this other information." All right, hey, no problem, man. He goes, "Also get me Stu's weight and Michelle's weight." I'm like, okay. So Stu, I wasn't worried about, but it's a little awkward to call Michelle and say, "I need you." How much you weigh, Michelle?
But no,
Like, give her the mic.
Yeah.
132.
Yeah, you're too
I
skinny.
don't weigh myself that much.
Yeah, you're too skinny.
I've been working out a lot with a trainer, so I've gained weight.
Don't worry about it. You look good.
And then we got a text back that it was Jason Stewart was greater than 300, which was okay. He's greater than
Dirk put me at. What'd you put me at, Dirk? Dirk had me at two and a quarter.
And then you fought him.
So
you said, "No, I'm 220."
He was a little heavy. He was a little heavy. I'm
Fuck.
215, but that's all right, man. I'm not going to hold it against you.
I'm 220.
Since I was above 300, that's why I wanted to wear one of your shirts.
Yes. I had a spandex for you. I had spandex. I had the new spandex jumpers. Did you see them out? They're out for guys.
That's
now.
what you need to wear, buddy.
I need Spanx, baby.
No, you don't need Spanx.
Thanks.
Listen, you'll never get out of them. They're tough. They're hard. They're hard.
Wait a second.
So
I have to. Has anybody actually ever worn Spanx? Because I have.
No.
I never even have.
No. You've worn Spanx?
I wore Spanx. I was in my cover band when I for Halloween we did we all of the whole band dressed up, and I couldn't really fit into my Joker costume. I wore Spanx. I wasn't 300
When
back
was
then.
this? When was this?
2009.
You wore Spanx?
2008.
And what were they? Like you put your legs in them, or did you pull it over your shirt?
No, I don't know. It cinches
It sucks
the
your
waist.
stomach in,
Thank you.
yeah.
Yeah.
And what is it? A shirt or is it
everything in.
pants?
No,
What is it?
It's like a Velcro strap in.
It's like a really, it's like a spandex thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not Spanx.
Same concept.
Spanx are like
Oh, you got a
pants, like
Velcro
you step
thing, like
into
a
'em.
thing that like you had people.
Yeah, but it was almost like a bra, like hooking up a bra, like with the clips.
And then it had strings in the back that like pulled.
I don't remember
Like a
strings.
corset?
Yeah, it was like a corset. Right. Dude, I was busting out of that thing.
Dude, you should never tell anybody that story.
I'm.
We're gonna rewind
I
here.
really,
We're
I
gonna
shouldn't
delete.
tell
We're
that
gonna delete
story.
this.
No, we're not. I think it's good to reveal everything.
Did you sweat? Did you sweat?
Yeah, that night, of course. Yeah. I think I just threw away the Spanx.
What were you wearing?
I hope
then,
so.
Stu?
I was wearing a Joker costume. I was 220.
Wait. You needed Spanx at 220?
When you had to take a shit, did you have to take all of it off?
That's great. It was my Joker costume. I
Wait,
just
you weighed
wasn't fitting.
in 2006. You weighed 220.
2006, I weighed 200. 2008, I weighed 220.
Wow. 2
And
years,
then
10
when
pounds.
Ro got pregnant,
You just
I was
kept-
like, let's gain weight. I basically.
Stuart, I want some pickles. All right, I'll get a couple pizzas with that. Oh, yeah. That's all right. That's
Soppy.
okay.
We were with the Riddler this morning in Atlantic City.
Yeah. Some guy dressed like the Riddler.
Really?
It was really
It's
bad.
like, seriously, you were? Somebody was dressed like him? Oh, you talking about your buddy? Yeah. Yeah, it's funny.
That's crazy.
Well, you know, Goose has got a stable of crazy dudes. He hangs out with. You're never not entertained when you're hanging out with
always.
Goose.
Your friends are always entertaining.
Because there's always somebody
He
who's
has
going to
fun friends.
entertain.
Crazy Mike?
For sure.
I've met Crazy Mike many times, and he is crazy. Nicest guy in the world.
Like the.
Crazy Mike is just.
He wears the orbs and crystals and stuff.
Oh no, I don't. Is he like the
he-
palm reader? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's the one who freaked me out. I was leaving Goose's party one night. He freaked me out, and because you couldn't see it. It's pitch black out. I'm finding my car, and he goes, "Hey, Jace," and I couldn't even see him. I could hear him. I'm like, "Who the fuck is that?" And I then he opened his door, and then I saw him because his light came on.
Yeah.
He goes, "Jace, come here," and I'm like, "Okay." So I walk over to him, and he goes, "Hey, Jace, do you like cheese?" I'm like,
What?
I'm like, yeah, Mike, I like cheese. So he opens his back door and he's got this huge fucking wheel of cheese in the back. He rolls it out onto the fucking road, right? It's a big fucking wheel of cheese. Like,
Oh, my
It's like
God.
36 inches round. He rolls it out on the fucking street and he goes, "Here, try this cheese." And he takes a knife and he cuts the slice the cheese
it,
off of his
Parmesan?
wheel. And he goes, "Try this cheese." I'm like, "Yeah, that's good, Mike. Thanks, man." He goes, "You want?"
You ate it?
Yeah, I took a bite. I felt
That's
bad
been
for
in the back
guy.
of his car for fucking 6 months.
Oh, man, I know. I felt after I left,
He
I'm
sits
like, I'm
on
gonna
it.
get
He
sick.
sits on it.
Yeah. He goes, "You want some?" I'm like, "No, Mike, I appreciate it, man. Thanks." So he goes, "Hey, what size pants does your wife wear?"
What?
I have no idea. He goes, "Here, give her these." And they were like the tights, like the black women wear.
Why did
And
he
they're
have
extra
that?
large.
Here in New York.
They're extra large.
They're extra
Oh
large.
my
Your
god.
wife
I don't
must have
think you
loved
knew.
that when
So I said, "Mike, thanks, man. I appreciate it."
sticker.
I took him, and I'm like, "Okay, I'll see you later, Mike," because he was freaking me out a little bit.
He freaks me out a little. I'm not gonna lie.
But
But any palm reader
Oh, my
does.
God, dude.
That's just why psychics scare me.
yeah, what's that?
Psychics scare me, and he always tries.
Yeah, he's
telling
a
me,
medium.
like, yeah. Oh,
Well, no, he's
I'm
an
so scared
extra
of those
large
people.
now, but he was a medium back in the day.
Yeah.
It's medium.
He's medium.
That's dude. He is nuts. He's nice guy though.
No, he's
Great
nice.
guy.
He's very
Great guy.
nice.
Great
Yeah.
Harmless,
Big heart,
but
big heart.
yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna stop this. Let's
Are we?
stop it here.
All right.
Yeah.
Explain the scene.
The scene right now is we have what is this show?
It's
We're in a suite
American
at the Hard
Sniper.
Rock.
American.
Yeah, the American Sniper's on TV.
Bradley Cooper.
We just ordered at least $1,200 worth of food. And we are sitting in this suite at we'll throw a picture on the internet of exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
So you guys can check it out. But
Good times.
And right now, half of us in our pajamas, and some of us are dressed up, and then Stu's got his I Support Zombie
I'm
shirt.
gonna go gamble,
so that's
man.
all that
I'm-
matters.
My Edge,
I'm with you.
my
I'm gonna go
Edge
play some
shirt on.
roulette.
Yeah, Ed shirt.
Do you know
Yep.
what that is? It's a
Wrestling.
Oh, you do? Yeah.
Yeah, Mike, what do you
Yeah,
Yeah,
Muay Thai.
Okay.
My friend
And-
gave it to me because he works there.
Yeah. Okay. We'll talk to you later. We're going to see you. Next time we talk, we'll be on the beach.
Yeah, we'll be actually
Yes.
doing the real Podcave podcast from somewhere.
Yeah.
Adios.
Yes.